Live for years now. Starting in January, it will be sharing more about you. So we sat down with a social media expert to find out what users need to know about the changes. When I think about Facebook, I think it's been around long enough that most of us should be getting it when it comes to privacy. Are we?
Well, I think that most people feel they have the basics down pat, but there are a few couple of tricks and traps that you need to watch out for.
At the end of the day, they're trying to make money. It's not just this free site that we can go on and enjoy ourselves, right?
And that's what people need to understand, is that it's really an advertising platform, especially now that they are a publicly traded company. And what they're looking to do is reach advertisers and help advertisers reach their customers better.
So how are they using us to do that?
Well, our data is theirs in the sense that they know what we like, they know what pages we like, they know what products we buy, they know what we're shopping for in terms of the advertising on the side. So they really are trying to build a customer profile of you while you're using Facebook.
Come January, what's happening on Facebook?
So as of January 2015, their terms of service are changing in that they're going to be using location tracking a lot more. I would notify them and say, ping, hey, did you know Susie Parker is 2 blocks down? The way that Facebook is sort of marketing this option and this service is that it's a great way for me to know, oh, Loretta's just 5 minutes down the street. Perhaps we can connect for a coffee or for lunch.
But what's the but here?
Right. So the but is that not many people are location savvy, so they don't really know how to check into location sometimes. They don't know what that means when they're checking into location. Who does that tell? So what the app is going to be doing is it's going to be logging where you are, who is near you, and what traffic you're sort of taking. So perhaps if you check in at Global First, then you check in at Starbucks, and then you check in at, say, the Bank of Montreal. What is your behavior patterns like? What are you doing online? And what does your real life pattern look like?
And they want that for businesses?
For advertising, absolutely. So they want people to know sort of what businesses you support, where you shop, what you're buying, all those kinds of consumer insights. So you can, by default, turn off all location services if you want to. It will say allow location access never, while using, or always.
There's all sorts of companies beyond Facebook
right.
that are monitoring our habits.
Absolutely. So regardless of whether or not you have Facebook on your phone or any other apps on your phone, if you have Wi-Fi capability on your phone, which they do, and Bluetooth capability, again, which they all do, regardless of whether you're on an Apple or a Samsung or any other kind of device, you can be tracked via Bluetooth technology.
How are people using that?
So a lot of retailers are using that for consumer insights. So for example, if you go into a store, they want to see your foot traffic in the store. What aisle are you going to first, and what are you buying after that? What are you looking for in the store, and how can they better set up that store to meet your needs as a customer?
At the end of the day, it might look a bit like there's no such thing as privacy anymore.
Well, in a way, I know a lot of people feel that way, but again, when you sign on to these social platforms, you're giving up a bit of your privacy within that terms of service to use this network. These are all leased spaces, and we are just the renters, right? They get to change that terms of service to suit their needs whenever they want. So again, you have to decide if you're comfortable with that as a user, and if you're not, maybe you need to sort of take yourself offline a bit more. And if you are comfortable with that, then check your privacy settings and make sure that you're sharing only what you're comfortable sharing.
And those changes come into effect January 1st. That's it for Focus Manitoba this week. If you've got a comment on